To me, why? Dorothy, it's a talk to her. Okay, Wathony, what is the problem? She hardly even mention my name. So she's the one that's always bringing up the name Kid Wire.
Erica finally confronts Wathony on their issues.
I can't talk to you about it. The next thing you start mentioning Kid Wire for what?
Hi guys, welcome back to this channel, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly click the subscribe button. If you have subscribed, thank you for subscribing. And guys, we'll bring you the latest happenings from the Big Brother Niger Lockdown show. And straight up to today's gist. So Erica finally confronted Wathony on their issues, and of course the issue is Kid Wire. So guys, I'm just going to take you back on a history lane about Erica, Kid Wire, and Wathony. So earlier on the show, like when they first came, Wathony and Kid Wire were kind of like, were really attracted to each other. Like they had their conversations, and we all know how Kid Wire is, free-spirited and all that. Then there was a time they were playing this truth or dare game. So Kid Wire was asked who he would want to kiss or date or something, so he picked Erica, and then he said he would want Wathony to have his baby. So guys, they were on a very cool, and you know, everything was just going on fine. So the whole Erica and Kid Wire thing started like a joke, but now it's a different story. Then again, there was another time when Erica and Wathony were actually having a conversation, and Erica was like, Kid Wire and I are just like, we're just physically attracted to each other. Like, I am just attracted to him physically. I can't roll with him on the mental level. Like, it's just for jokes. Like, we can play, we can have fun and all of that, but nothing serious. But right now, it's taking a different turn. So from the conversation and confrontation Erica and Wathony had, it could be seen that Erica on her own side has been trying to reach out to Wathony, trying to get along with Wathony, but then Wathony keeps bringing Kid Wire's issues up every time. And then Erica was saying, you're always very rude to me, your arrogance, like you don't, like, I'm trying to gel with you, but it's not forthcoming, and you just give me this attitude that I'm not feeling. And Erica was like, it's not even about Kid Wire, it's about your attitude. You need to change your attitude. And Wathony was like, well, I'm just here for the money and my son. And Erica had to tell her, then think about your son and act like a grown woman. You're a 29-year-old woman. So why are you acting childish, and why are you playing the victim? So guys, it was a very interesting stuff to watch. But then I like the fact that Erica had to come out and just talk it out with Wathony. But then Wathony acted like she doesn't even know what Erica is talking about, is not really good on her own side. Fine, I did like the fact that Erica had to also mention Wathony's son in it. But then Wathony also brought about her son and said she was there for the prize money. Of course, everybody is there for the prize money and her son. Even if you don't want to talk to Erica, I feel like there are better ways to stay off each other instead of giving each other attitude and all. But guys, that's what makes the show interesting, and I'm loving it. And I just love the fact that Erica had to come out and give it to her like it's hot. Girl, we don't need to fight over no man. Like, let's just sort our issues. If you're cool with me, fine. If you're not cool with me, we're good to go. So guys, that leads us to Kid Wire reassuring Erica that, babe, I'm here for you no matter what happens. I'm gonna have to back you up. Just do not worry about what these guys are saying. Do not worry about whatever is happening. And this actually happened after the whole Erica and Wathony's fight.
You can't let them win. Wathony's winning right now because we're having an issue, and right now it's not an issue anymore. But to them, it seems like there's an issue.
So Erica and her deputy H of House, Kid Wire, were together, and it was really cool and soft to see Kid acting really matured and reassuring Erica that everything is going to be fine, that she doesn't need to worry about any other person, that he's always going to root for her no matter what happens. I mean, that's a good one coming from Kid Wire, and I'm loving the man that he's actually showcasing. Like, we're seeing different sides of Kid Wire, which is really very interesting.
At least show that, okay, we are good, everything is cool, and it is what it is.
And moving on, one of the housemates have come out to narrate his depression story and how he came out of it stronger. While Neo was having a discussion with Ozo and Nengi, he told them how he went through a very bad relationship that really ended badly, and it affected him to the point that he was seriously depressed. He said at that point he couldn't even do anything. His business was shut down, he could not communicate with anyone, and then the only person he could actually talk to at that point was his gate man, who actually helped him run errands and do some little things around. But then at a point he got a call from his mom, and his mom was telling him, see, woman matter no go fit kill you. And he was wondering, I didn't tell mom say anything, so how is she telling me this? And he said he didn't even tell his brother, so how did his mom know about it? But then he realized that, something had to be done, life has to move on. And then he left Abuja for Asaba, where he spent like 3 weeks, and he used that time to not communicate with anyone, to not reach out with anyone, and then think about a whole lot of things. He came back really strong, and he said to himself, I am not going to have anything to do with this relationship anymore. And he came out really strong, and I do commend Neo for this action. I know how depression can really feel like, but whatever situation you are in, Neo is telling you to actually come out really strong, that everything will be alright. So guys, that's all I'm bringing to you today. I hope you enjoyed my gist for today, so join me as I bring you more and very interesting and latest gist from the Big Brother Naija lockdown show. Bye.